Hey everyone, and welcome to this build diary part 2 of the Tornado Shot Omni build in SSF Sentinel League. We'll start off by just running this map, just to show you where I'm at. I'm currently level 90, so leveled up quite a bit since the previous video. So it clears very well. And yeah, it's a lot of fun to play. It's super quick. And I'm pretty sure everyone knows that bow builds are great at mapping, so no surprise there. So while I'm running through here, let me just go over some details here. I am currently running a anger setup on Divine Blessing, like that. That'll give me 10-second anger buff. Depending on your weapon, you might need to change this to Wrath or maybe even Hatred. The reason for that is that you want to try and keep your resonance up when you have that buff on. So when you have too much of a specific element, your resonance will not work. It will only proc 2 out of the 3 components, and you will not get the benefit of the resonance support gem. So just be wary of that. Other than that, it's a pretty simple build to gear in terms of getting it functional. In terms of the ceiling, it's insanely difficult to gear, since you want stats and spell suppression on all your gear that can have it, and it's just hard to roll that gear because it's not something you can easily do with Harvest, which is the most reliable way in SSF to make specific targeted gear. Alright, so let's do the boss here, just show you the boss damage. I'm currently using the Ballista supports here, as you can see. Very strong. That was Maven double boss. Okay, so to just show you a little bit of my setup that I have going. On my bow, I have a 5-link. I'm using Ballista Totem support, Tornado Shot, Focus Ballista, added cold damage, and elemental damage of attacks. So I throw these down, and then whenever you attack, they attack the same target location as you do. So that's how I get my single target a bit higher. I chose this setup over Barrage because I felt it's just better. But yeah, something like this is what you probably need. The other thing that changed since last time is this chest. It's great that it has the percentage increased strength and flat strength and that. The rest of it's alright. Getting the 10% as extra, 10% life as extra maximum energy shield, struggle saying that, is very huge if you're going the Ghost Dance path. If you are not, you can drop that, and also drop the Influence chest if you don't want to have difficulty rolling a proper chest, because you can't use these Eldritch currencies on this chest piece anyway. And the one thing that I would have liked on it instead of that suffix stun and block recovery that I have, if it had spell suppression, I would have been happy. So yeah, it's okay. The way I linked it and all that, I just used a Hillock. So you want Hillock on Fortification. So when you get him on Fortification and you do the Syndicate Mastermind, you can get your chest up to quality 30%, and that just increases your chance to 6 socket and 6 linked. And I also just Varishi'd the white socket so I can change gem setups around easily. Other than that, I still use the same 2 pieces of rings. I still use the same helmet setup as in the previous video. Just the way to get onslaught and power charges on Hydrosphere, and then my mark with this helmet. I believe these are new boots, but they're very similar to the old ones I had. This is my Divine Blessing setup I'm running here. Ideally, I would want this to be 4 red sockets, but my boots are the wrong base to get that realistically on SSF. So I would use Enduring Cry then. I did try Blood Rage. The Blood Rage is something you can do. I just don't like the fact that it removes your energy shield that I use as an extra defensive buffer. And then Herald of Ice could be something nice if you want to try and get that in, but you will need a little bit more reservation efficiency, or you need to go for this precision 100% mana reservation efficiency thing, which I don't quite have right now. So on the skill tree, while we're here, I'm using an intuitive leap just to grab basically this node, and that node. I currently have these four spec'd in, but I'll probably unspec them at some point when I get the cluster jewel set up. But they're just the most efficient nodes that I could get for right now, doing that. The other thing I'm gonna take is probably this here. I tried to go as defensive as possible. Took all the life nodes in the area. I took Wind Dancer and Ghost Dance. Try and give me the best chance of survival. But I still get one shot quite frequently. So I really want spell suppression to try and fix that. One of the things that I might do is go to the spell suppression nodes here. But I first want to see where my gear's at, because if I just lean a little bit, I might just take this to finish off my spell suppression cap. The other thing that I consider to do is move the intuitive leap up here. When it's up here, you can unspec a lot of this stuff. You can grab that Depth Perception, Frenzy, and then spell suppression there as well. The reason why I use Frenzy charges, by the way, is because of this mark mastery that gives me a chance to gain frenzies when I hit the marked enemy. And since I have my sniper's mark on this Assassin's Chant, which automatically applies, I reliably get frenzy charges, even though I'm not using Blood Rage. And then ideally I would want a Lioneye's full, so I can take the crit and crit multi nodes here and then the attack speed nodes here. That'd be the preferable way to do the damage nodes on this tree. If you didn't know, if you go to Act 6 Mudflats, you can farm the Garui guards that you get the key from to progress through the Garui fortress. If you farm them, they have a chance to drop the lion card, and the lion card has a chance to give you Lioneye's full. So if you're interested in that, that's a way to farm that card out and get the Lioneye's full if you're SSF like I am. I might do that a bit later today again. Then next piece of gear is the gloves that I have here. They have needed spell suppression on them, then they would have been perfect. Instead of that, cold rays. This fixes my accuracy. It's great stats, and it's just so much evasion. It's like 737 just on gloves, so I'm very happy with them. Just wish that cold rays was spell suppression, then this would have been amazing. And yeah, the rest, this is basically my gear. The rest I think we already covered. Alright, so that's where I'm at right now with the build. I will link my current path of building in the description of this video if you are interested. The damage is pretty good, as you saw there. I just killed Shaper yesterday and it was fairly alright. I did it without it being Maven, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. So my skill gems aren't fully leveled, so that will also make it a lot better once you get all these to 20 or 21. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If this helped you, please consider to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you're notified when the next video comes out, and then I'll see you in the next one.